The CW Twin Cities presents See What's Now, your entertainment news source.
Hey everybody, John Foss, CW Twin Cities, and we are talking Family Feud. I'm talking with the Williams family right now, Michael, Diane, Warren. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
How did you guys decide to audition? How did this whole thing come to fruition?
Well, it basically started off, we submitted an email with, kind of describing our family, each one of our members, and we had to be creative. So I know we probably had some idea of just having it be very generic, but my husband kind of put it together.
My spin, I took a picture of us, how we look today, and I took baby pictures from us.
Awesome.
And I took a baby picture and I had us each do a little bio that kind of, told a little bit about each one of us. And then I just kept saying that, we started watching the shows when we were this young, and now we're this old, and we still love the show, and that was the theme that I kept going with. We love Family Feud, which is true. Mm-hmm. We love this show.
You're all fans?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
We watch it at dinner
fan.
time at my house.
Yeah.
My kids get into it now. My son watches it, and Steve, and he's like, hey, how many jobs does he have?
I know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Yeah.
So that was how, we got invited to the convention center. And we got to the convention center, they kind of know a little bit about you because they've been reading about you. And again, there's so many people trying out, but again, I always tell people, just try out, because we had a blast playing the game at the tryout. I mean, it was so much fun. We laughed the whole time.
Yeah.
We had a great time just doing the tryouts, and we didn't know whether we was going to make it or not, but we still had a great time.
Right.
And you guys said that even when you were just hanging out before the audition, people were telling you guys that you're going to get on the show. Why was that?
We were just having fun. It wasn't like we were trying out for anything. We could have been sitting at the house at Christmas time. We were just kicking it, cracking jokes on each other and stuff, just having a ball.
So you're just an outgoing family overall?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think if anything, we kind of came with a color scheme.
Right.
We were wearing
What were the colors?
purple and black.
Okay.
So everyone, when they saw us at the convention center, like, oh, you guys look like you can make it, just because we were not too far out there with our outfits, but we, flowed really
Were
well.
there some
with
out
the color.
there, some pretty crazy outfits?
Some people look like they were going to the circus, and some people look like they just woke up out of bed with boogers in their eyes.
Yeah.
Walked up there, so it's all.
And you really don't know what they're looking for, But we know that we was trying to give that impression that it would be an easy transition from here to the live studio. And they want, again, the energy level. You got to have that energy, because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for bubbly people. They're looking for people who interact. They're looking for people who are not going to be, afraid when the cameras go on. So
after you left the tryout, what was the next step?
Well, we did end up going to the second step, because they kind of pass you a slip to say you go to the next round, which then you go into a separate room and you do a video just to express yourself individually, introduce yourself. And so they look at the tape, they take it back to, I don't know if it's Atlanta or LA, and they review it. And so they kind of see if you have the same energy level that you may have had when you tried out playing the pretend Family Feud. Now let's see you individually introduce yourself with energy and be unique. And so from there, it's then a waiting time, waiting, okay, what's gonna happen? So
then you finally found out
with
you're
a
going
card.
to Atlanta?
it's kind of like it's a high and a low, because they tell you, okay, you've been picked to possibly come to Atlanta to be on the show,
Right.
but you're not guaranteed to be on the show.
So you knew you were going to Atlanta, but you still don't know.
You don't know. You don't know
Right.
anything. And
Right.
so and that's
So
true.
were you guys celebrating at this point, or was it still kind of like?
We were
celebrating.
celebrating.
You got
We got the card, but then you had to read it. It's like let's read
Right.
specifically what it
Right.
says, and then it's
But you're
kind
still
of
getting a free
leery.
trip out of the deal.
Well, yeah,
That's
free
cool.
trip, but possibly be on the
Right.
show. So then we're like, well, what does that mean?
Yeah.
And the card, one day I went home and I opened up the mailbox, and it's a postcard. I mean, it's nothing fancy. It's just a postcard, but it has Family Feud on there.
Awesome.
And when I seen that, oh man, I took a picture of it and texted everyone, and
That's awesome.
I didn't say anything. I just like, this is what came today, and it
Right.
was, it took off from there.
So then you finally get to go, and then you get there, and you have to audition again, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So when you're there, you're at the hotel and you see other families, and you're like, oh, are all these people did they get on? But you don't want to ask too many questions because you don't want to feel like.
Right. Yeah, some of the people you start talking to them, and you didn't even know. Like you said, you see some of the people together, and you figure they might be. So you ask them, and they, oh yeah, we are too. You are too. And you kind of have the excitement there.
Right.
And one of the crazy things you guys told me is that when you get there, you don't know, even after you do the audition, when you get there, they put you in the audience, you have no idea when you're going to be called, and you guys were called right away.
Yes.
Right away.
So
right away.
What's your mindset? I mean, do you think you're going to be sitting there just relaxing for a while, and then all of a sudden it's game time?
We thought we were going to be able to watch some other people, take some notes mentally, and get ready. And next thing you know, you're up on stage, the Williams family. I was like, oh, we got the right Williams?
Yeah.
And it's two things. It's one, when you get there, you go through, the first thing they do is, they take your cell phones from you. Mm-hmm. And you go in a room, and I think it was 10 families in the room with us. But they tell you, and you're going to play some practice rounds. So I'm assuming that we're going to go in a room like this and play practice rounds. Yeah. But you go on the actual stage. I mean, you go out there, and they say when you walk out here, it's going to be surreal because you're going to be on the actual stage where you're going to play the game. And that is so true because when we walked out on that stage,
all the bright lights,
and you seeing the logo, and you seeing everything, and it's like, wow, we're actually this is real.
Right.
But we thinking we're gonna go in the audience and sit down, so we go in the audience. We think we're gonna be there because people talk a couple of rounds, and you could be there all day and have to come back the next night. And I'm sitting there, and I got a tap on my shoulder, and the guy was like, Michael, grab your family and grab your things. You go on next.
Wow.
And I didn't get nervous until that happened. Yeah, once that happened, it was like, this is real. So you grab your stuff and you go on the back and you kind of change in and the makeup portion. And it was just, I mean, it's like, calm down. Yeah. We was all nervous because we're like, we about to go on. We about to be on there with Steve Harvey. Mm-hmm. Everything's about to get real. We about to play for some money. And, they kind of coaching you, they kind of encouraging you, and they kind of know you kind of like a deer in the headlight, but they like, you can do this.
Yeah, they've been there before.
You've been, you can do this.
They don't want you to get up there and get stage fright. So
right. So it goes from there.
So then you get out there, Steve Harvey comes out. What's that like?
I thought, gosh, he's not as tall as I thought he was. That's what went through my mind. And, it's just like, dressed to a T, everything's polished and shiny shoes and everything. So it's like really surreal to see him that close. And he, smiling, Mr. Personality, loves to joke and everything. So
was he a nice guy when you did talk?
Yeah, he's nice. He's very nice.
Yeah,
he
he's
makes
a great
you feel
guy,
comfortable.
just like we thought he would be. You never know, people have all that money and have all that fame. You never know how to interact once you see him in person, but he was just like he is. And
right. And again, it's probably, they say they edit things down to 22 minutes, I think is what the length of the show. But it's an hour and a half filming.
Yeah.
In between the breaks, like a commercial on TV is 2 minutes. The commercials, when you filming, it's like 20 minutes.
Oh, really?
During that 20 minutes, Steve is doing stand-up.
Wow, that's good.
I mean,
the audience and
the
stuff.
audience, right.
And you're sitting there trying to get some water, but you're sitting there laughing at he's cracking jokes,
right.
having fun with the audience, and they're
And you said, and then they have a guy when you're playing the practice round who is kind of like the pretend Steve Harvey.
Yeah, why Steve is getting ready and
everything. Right, and he's hilarious. Yeah, he's a funny guy too, and he has you laughing, and you start feeling comfortable around him, and he's joking. You say crazy answers. He's like, "What the heck are you thinking? Come on!" And then the music. Yeah. And this is all before the audience even gets there. There's no audience. It's just the families you're there with.
So you guys said you have been fans forever. You got to meet Steve Harvey. Who's your favorite host?
I would say Steve Harvey for now because he's more current and I like the comedy side of it. Yeah. That I would say Steve Harvey.
What about you guys?
Yeah, I like Steve. I just like how he, like you said, the comedy part of it and how he just engages with the people and stuff and just brings something out of them because sometimes I think they're kind of quiet. Then you start talking to them and it kind of brings the story out or just kind of makes the show. You forget sometimes it's Family Feud. You think it's about that person or whatever.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Right. And I'll say Steve Harvey too,
Okay.
but growing up, you know, again, my mom growing up when it was Richard Dawson.
Yeah,
You
she
know,
liked him.
yeah, she liked him, and I used to
Yeah.
sit there, and we had one TV,
Yeah.
so if she watched, you know, what she was watching, I had to watch. So again, when we told them we go back a long way watching, and I do, because I think Richard Dawson was the original.
And all the moms wanted to kiss.
Right.
All the moms
That's
wanted to
probably
kiss.
why I didn't really like it. It's like, oh, you just kissed my sister. You're not going to come and kiss me.
But again, getting a chance to meet Steve Harvey and getting a chance to, you know, just engage with him and seeing how, you know, he treated you like you was a friend. You know? It wasn't like I'm a star
Yeah.
and don't say anything to me. He treated us
Right.
like we was, you know, he had known us for forever. You know?
All right. Well, the Williams family, thank you very much for being with us.
Thanks.
And Twin Cities, make sure you check these guys out October 16th at 6 p.m. on The Family Feud.